This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
New tension in Minneapolis. Protesters raising their voices after another shooting involving ICE. CBS's Jared Hill.
The Department of Homeland Security said a Venezuelan migrant was shot in the leg after he and two other people attacked a federal agent with shovels and a broomstick during an arrest operation Wednesday evening. DHS says ICE was pursuing the man after he fled a traffic stop.
That account from Homeland Security not confirmed. It comes 1 week after Renee Good was killed. This week, 6 federal prosecutors stepped down over pressure, CBS News is told, to treat her death as an assault on an ICE officer. The UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting to discuss deadly protests in Iran. It comes at the request of the U.S. amid a new sign Tehran may be blinking, following threats by President Trump.
I'm Vicki Barker at the Foreign Desk. One day after postponing the execution of a 26-year-old man charged with joining anti-government protests, the Iranian judiciary now says Irfan Soltani was never sentenced to death at all. The apparent climb down could be a sign Tehran is heeding President Trump's threats, but it is not yet clear if the regime has stopped using deadly force against the protesters.
4 space station crew members are back on Earth after a medical issue cut their mission short.
The crew landed safely in the Pacific Ocean early this morning.
Splashdown of Crew 11 after 167 days in space.
They were supposed to be in space until late February, but one of the astronauts has a still undisclosed medical issue. They all appeared healthy and waved as they were helped out of their capsule.
The crew member of concern is doing fine.
NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman says spaceflight will always carry some degree of uncertainty.
This is exactly why we train, and this is NASA at its finest.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
More powerful testimony at the trial of the Uvalde, Texas school police officer accused of not responding quickly enough to the mass shooting at Robb Elementary in 2022. Teacher Mercedes Salas told the jury she texted her husband and children to pray for her when she heard shots fired.
At the smell of the gunpowder, I knew whoever it was, he was close to my room.
There's advice if your cell phone conked out in yesterday's Verizon outage.
The company is urging customers to restart their mobile devices if they're still having problems. According to Down Detector, around 180,000 people reported outages at one point Wednesday, with phones switching to SOS mode.
CBS's Jesse Mitchell. There is no word yet on what caused that outage. Dow futures up 37. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to the official 48 Hours After Show post-mortem on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's ring in the new year by finally checking off something that actually matters. Your old videotapes and photos are fading more every year. VCRs are disappearing, and the clock is ticking to save your family's most important memories. Hi, I'm Adam Maslauger.
And I'm Nick Mako. We started Legacy Box to help you preserve your memories by converting all your videotapes, photos, and film reels into digital files. And this year, it's easier than ever.
Introducing our biggest kit yet, able to hold up to 80 videotapes or film reels or 2,000 photos. It's perfect for big collections. You can even send in old DVDs, memory cards, flip phones, or early generation iPhones.
Legacy Box is truly the easiest New Year's resolution you'll ever keep. Just fill your box and send it in. As the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos, all work is done in the U.S., and we're trusted by over 1 million families.
Start the new year right by rescuing the moments you haven't watched in years. Go to legacybox.com/radio for an incredible 55% off. That's legacybox.com/radio for
local news brought to you by the Mississippi Candy Company, which has a huge selection of chocolates, gummies, popcorn, and more. Mississippi Candy Company on Dees Drive in Gluckstadt.
The Mississippi Education Freedom Act. Today it's sunny and 45. Tonight it's clear and 31. Sunny and 62 Friday. And a good bit colder over the weekend with 50 for the high Saturday. With news on 1039 WIAB, I'm Chris Davis. What's known as the school choice bill in the Mississippi House passed out of committee Wednesday, 14-11.
I can't imagine why anyone realistically would tell a parent that it's a bad idea for them to be able to choose a different school.
State Representative Rob Robertson, among other provisions, the bill, if it becomes law, would provide 12,000 scholarships to low-income families if parents want to send their kids to different schools. Felony fleeing is the charge against a man named Kentrell Collins, who did not stop when Capitol Police tried to pull him over on Capitol Street Tuesday night just after 9:30. The chase that followed ended at Lynch and Robert Smith Parkway. No other charges were announced. A closure that you should be aware of. It's the Highway 49 flyover ramp to I-20 in Pearl. MDOT says an 18-wheeler lost its load of steel spools and they hit the guardrail, busted some of the concrete, which flew off and hit some cars. Then someone hit the 18-wheeler. Now they have to repair the bridge, and it's not clear just how long that will take. That all happened Wednesday morning. In the Jackson bribery scheme, WLBT reports DA Jody Owens is now saying that he was induced into participation. The TV station also reports Owens is accusing the feds of revenge for former Mayor Lumumba's fight to control the $800 million grant to fix the city's water problems. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. Chip away, that's what I'm gonna do. Sweet little mama, I wanna get next to you.
And good Thursday morning. It is the Chip Matthews Show. She is Dawn McKenzie with the microphone now on her face. She's in there with her.
I was working. I didn't realize they were all
working
turned every which way.
Working is a word that you do not know.
Yes, I do.
Can you define work?
It's something that I do from the time I get up to the time I go to bed.
Okay, tell me what you're doing.
I was looking for news for us, and then the microphones are all jacked up and turned backwards and
jacked
everywhere.
up.
Yeah, they were jacked up way up in the air.
Jacked up.
That one's turned around backwards.
That damn Kim Wade. That damn Kim Wade.
Is it him?
It has to be.
Is it Kim that
That's
does
why
all
they're
this?
on the ceiling, because he's so short.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
of
it's
course.
it's all better now.
Okay, Kim does a great job here at the station.
He does.
He's fixing to turn 70.
No way.
70 years old.
Oh goodness.
70.
Yeah, well, you're not far behind him.
Okay, watch it. Okay. Good morning, Will Brown. Good morning, Jeff Thomas. Good morning, Mark Abernathy. Good morning, Joe Lynn. Good morning, David Matney. Good morning, Russell McGuffey. Good morning, Joe Lynn. Michael. Let's see what else I got here. Beth O'Kane Ladner, Pastor Rod Scott, Lloyd Travis, Michelle Dickerson, and of course, good morning to you this morning, who's all listening in all across America and all across the world and all across even the great state of Mississippi. There's Frank Giddens checking in on the great and wonderful Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. I'd like to thank everybody who came out and had a steak last night.
Yes.
I guess I have to do that every day because everybody comes in and goes, you know why I'm here?
Yeah.
Fred Cerami eating a steak online. He made that. He said that steak was perfect. I go, well, they're all perfect.
They are.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had like 75,000 views.
Oh, he's
of
at
that
80
reel.
now. He's at 80 now.
Oh, is he?
And it's just moving on up. I'm just like,
that's great.
Eat that steak, Fred. Eat that steak.
It was a good-looking one.
So everybody's coming on out to Beethoven's Boardwalk, which, of course, we put up the sign yesterday, and everybody driving in didn't notice there was a sign.
They didn't?
I mean, especially those that should, the ones that paid for it.
Yeah. Like me?
Like you. Like Tim put it up.
Yeah. It was pretty.
But I was just looking at everybody going, What do y'all think about the sign? What sign?
Mhm.
What sign? I didn't see no sign. Oh well.
We need to get our big sign up on the building itself. That's when.
Well, we got the new one that's coming in that'll be flying over the top with drones that'll hold it and raise it up and lower it every 5 minutes. Have you seen that?
I have not seen that yet.
No one else has either.
Yeah.
So
can't wait.
Yeah.
It'll be beautiful.
And then
big
of course
and beautiful.
The lighthouse.
Mhm.
Where we're also using it. It's got like a bat signal, but it goes all the way across the reservoir. So when you're riding across the spillway, you'll see our logo all the way across the water.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Technology's it's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And anyway, I also saw today where the band this weekend, House Money, House Money,
Yeah.
we're setting up their light show early.
Well, good.
It's going to be a big show. Big show. So y'all come on out and check it out. Also, fraud cover-up. Republicans and Democrats. Let's think about this for just a second. I was listening to the guy that's previously on before us, and he was talking about it. And then, of course, in the national news every day, you're hearing them. They go Minnesota and Mississippi.
Yeah.
Both ends of the Mississippi River. and they start talking about the fraud and corruption. And up there, they're talking about Democratic fraud and corruption.
And down here,
it's Republican fraud and corruption.
Absolutely.
But it's really political fraud and corruption.
Yes.
That's all it is. And it's the same thing that Trump is uncovering in Washington. And when you look at these people that are, you've got all these Republican and Democratic servicemen, or former people in the Army or the service who have come out and said, don't follow orders. That's a cover-up. I mean, what is everybody afraid of in doing the right thing? I mean, for instance, in the case here in Mississippi for the fraud, what they've done is they've kicked it down the road until everybody thinks it's no big deal. 5, 6, they said, we got everybody arrested. No, you got a guy that's testifying right now who's saying that all these people got money, but he was in charge of handing the money out. But he pled guilty and he's going to get a deal, and he's working on putting other people away. And you sit there, and it's the same situation that happened with Rudy Warnock. They came after Rudy hard, but on the 15th, any day now, they'll be sentencing the 2 aldermen who pled guilty, who took the money. These elected officials that take the money should be in just as much trouble as everyone else. And then the government needs to come out and come after all these people. It's just, I mean.
I still believe there's some people above this guy.
Well, we know that.
We know that.
That's how come he was crying on the stand, because he's in a situation where somebody did him a favor and gave him a great job working for the government.
If he would do XYZ.
If you do this.
He sold his soul to the devil.
So he goes in, and I hadn't looked to see what he made legally. I know he made a lot illegally. But when you look at these things and the government doesn't know any better. It's just like down at the Coliseum when we hired a person down at the Coliseum who wound up being a person who was pimping out, was arrested for prostitution and pimping out people in the city of Madison. And you sit there and you look at it and you go, all this stuff is brushed under. That guy already has a job working back in the government.
Does he really?
Yeah. He works for the city of Jackson with Horn.
They just move around, huh?
That's all they do. They
get in trouble here, move there.
But it's the political payback because they know more. They took the fall. They took no more, so they're taken care of.
Right.
And that is what's going on in everything we do politically. And it's not just and it comes from no term limits, because these people get into power and they just feel like they can do what they want to as long as they want to. And, sooner or later, they're going to say, Chip, I can shut you up right where you're sitting.
Yeah.
They're going to.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But we need to think about all this.
And
I mean, when we're looking at this education freedom, which you're saying the money will charge the students, it is just so wonderful that the money's going to follow the student. And, I think that would be great if that's exactly what was going on.
They have a plan. They've already got their. They've got they've got their laws that they're trying to pass on how it's going to be. And on the other hand, they're scheming on how they're going to keep the money.
See, to me, they're figuring out a way to put a third layer in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody's going to have to come in and oversight the money to make sure that the money moving from county to county can work. And like, for instance, in this plan, it's 10,000 people. Originally, I think it's open to just 10, maybe 10,000 kids
something
across the state can transfer, and they have money put in their account. Well, that's just going to cover the football players that need to transfer to help their programs, basketball players. I mean, good morning, Ricky Gray. I mean, what in the world do you do? I mean, the system is broken. The school system is broken from the top to the bottom. And nobody seems to want to address that issue.
Right.
You know, they throw out there a $2,000 teacher pay raise that the teachers will never see. I talked to, we had the Ferrettis in here. They made a comment about a $5,000 signing votes for her. Now she is for school choice. Okay. But she was talking about when she came to work at a school district, $5,000 was her signing bonus, which they never gave her.
Really?
There's always the him to the humba to the blah, 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 and then you look at these school systems and you have people that were elected politicians, this, that, and the other, who have moved up in the rank of the school. It's all just everywhere. It's just the corruption. And, Madison County school board director, he just resigned. They immediately put a new person in. It seems like there would be more time to
study
for the search or whatever.
Yeah.
And that more of the people of the state would be involved in it. Now, I'm not saying anything against the guy going in or anything. I don't know anything about it. It's just that it seems like in some counties, I think we elect the school board president. I want to say in Madison County, we used to when I was a kid, but school board president is arrested by the people, not by a committee. I don't know.
Now they're just appointed.
They're just appointed. And I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
And the appointments as they go out, I mean, these are $500,000 jobs and $300,000 jobs and stuff like that. I mean, where does the corruption end to where the people have a voice? And you're sitting here and they're bum rushing the school choice thing right off the beginning before people can get their feet on the ground, and they've never done anything fast. And something as important as school choice and this, that, and the other, they just bum rushing it through.
Yeah.
They said, we'll hit them before anybody can really talk about it.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it, and they said, oh, we're losing ground. So they got completely quiet for 6 weeks, and then boom, they hit it hard. And they've got all the people out in the streets and going and doing the interviews and this, that, and the other, and saying, look, we got to have this, we got to have this, we got to have this, we got to have this. But when you look into it, it doesn't do what they says. You who have your kids in private school are not going to get any money because you make too much money. So your money's not following your kid. Your money's following the 10,000 kids, and then the administrator they put in the middle that's got to administrate this money. I mean, it just never stops. It's like, would y'all please just do something clean, something just simple? If money follows the kid, that means your kid is worth X amount of dollars to the school system. If your kid goes to another school system, the amount of money it takes at your school system to use him goes to the next one. They go, well, Chip, it's not that simple. Yes, it is. It would be that simple if you would go and fix the system from the top to the bottom.
That's right. That's what needs to happen.
Oh, but I'm an idiot. I don't know anything, I'm just here. I flip hamburgers all day for a living. That's what I do. And I talk my head off about absolutely nothing I know about. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. Two idiots on WYAB. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness, and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle, cash, and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call Peoplease. Let Peoplease take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. Peoplease is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust Peoplease to simplify their employee administration. Visit Peoplease.com. That's Peoplease.com to learn more.
ABS causes mass hysteria by providing office tech that actually does its job.
Relax. At Advantage Business Systems, we know office technology isn't that exciting, but we do know it is life-changing. Work-life-changing, that is. Because the latest copiers, printers, mailing machines, and even telephone systems can keep your office running smoothly. Visit absms.com. Advantage Business Systems, helping your business do business.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard round the world and brought to you by
Pierce Professional Agency.
Yes.
I was on his website yesterday and looking around. He's got some really interesting things, and it's very well laid out.
And what's his website?
Easy to follow, MadisonPlans.com.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's that insurance that you need to have for when you need to have it.
Yeah.
I mean,
long-term care is not like the same long-term care that was sold to our parents.
Well, they were told,
or even to you.
They were told that they would be taken care of.
Yeah.
And then they didn't know that there's 2 months a year that everybody was waiting on you to kick out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I say that because that's what I went through with my mother.
Yeah.
And I talk to people all the time to go, I only can stay in there for a little while. Andy Devine says school freedom bill is a fraud with a catchy name. The Republicans made it known that they'd support that name of a bill no matter what it is in, what is in it. And it's middle class Republicans paying for it, and bottom feeding Democrats reap the benefits. Nothing new about that. Now the Democrats are against it.
You think so?
The Democrats, they don't want this thing. Okay. And then they're trying to paint the Republicans that are voting against it as rhinos. But actually, it's rhinos pushing the plan against the conservative Republicans that are trying to vote the way of their people. Like, for instance, Representative Jill Ford voted against it.
Correct.
Okay. Because it is not good for her area, and her constituents have asked her not to vote
That's
for it.
That's right. It was all over Facebook yesterday.
And then they're blasting her, and I'm going, no, she is doing what she's supposed to do. It's represent the people that you represent, not represent the people that, and maybe you are representing the people that you represent because they're putting the money in your pocket.
Right.
I mean, what is the deal? Why can't anybody do some legislation based on what the people want? You run this in real quick. You could have run the ballot initiative in real quick. You should have, people would be all behind getting their vote back where we could help y'all. Y'all need help. But you said, we won't share none of this money with y'all. We got this money. I'm from Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
I'm the leader. I'm the leader of the people.
Florida is the one state that generally does everything right. And they're struggling with their school choice.
I mean, they can't pay for it. You can't pay for it. And then here they're saying, well, we're gonna be able to pay for it because we're gonna take $7,000 basic average. Okay. And in Madison County, in Canton, it's $21,000 a student. Okay. That's what they use to educate one person in Canton. It's not working. But so throwing money at the problem doesn't always solve the problem.
Right.
But $21,000. But what it is it's a money grab, y'all. The Democrats, and Canton is a Democratic city, and they don't want anybody to get their money. And then of course their money's going to double over the next few years when these Amazon plant kicks in, just with all that money. So as you look at this, and then in Madison, the city of Madison, I want to say that their money is $12,000 a student. But the average across the state is $7,000 a student. Okay. So mathematics tell me fix the system where every student in the state is equal.
Right.
Then your school districts would be balanced. It's sort of like the way y'all drew the congressional districts to make them so fair. With Benny Thompson getting 50% of the land mass, a little bit more than 50% of the actual land mass of the state, and the other 4 dividing up the rest.
Did you see
him?
Another
3, excuse me.
Did you see him on national news yesterday?
He's on national news. He knows he's just out there helping us every way he can. Getting in the middle of the ICE agent stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know. The only thing he knows about ICE is the cocktail, what's in his cocktail. I mean, y'all, we need to figure it out.
They just need to let ICE do their job.
But one, if ICE or any policeman is showing up at an event and they're getting attacked by people, and people with rocks and sticks are attacking people with guns, excuse me?
It wouldn't last long, huh?
It isn't supposed to. The fact that only one's getting shot in the foot or something, I mean, they're probably trying to grab his gun. I mean, the situation is you don't attack the police. If a man pulls a gun on you, you either pull a gun back or realize that you've got a bad situation. But you don't, that's a person attacking you. You attack the other person. But this person's attacking a person with a gun who is not after that person.
It's almost like they want a a battle in the streets.
Yeah, they want it. They want the fight. They take people and turn them into radicalized people, just like the Islamic people that put on the bombs and go into synagogues and places like that and blow them up over in the other parts of the world. They want to radicalize a few people here, and they just know we got some nut jobs.
And they found some crazy women.
Well, that's easy to find.
No, it isn't.
I can find crazy women even in this studio.
Come I'm gonna throw you down the stairs.
See there? See there? See there? I'm getting attacked. But I mean, what are we doing? What do we do when all of the government works on, well, if we can keep this quiet? It's like the CMU board. It's you didn't put qualified people on that board. You know you're hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
Something's still being hidden.
It'll be found.
It'll be found eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody, every time Shad White speaks, everybody goes, he's just a nut. He's a nut. Now, many of the citizens go, he's uncovering that stuff. He's uncovering that stuff. When he uncovered some stuff and then went and prosecuted it with Jody Owens, which would be the last person a Republican would want to be aligned with,
mm-hmm.
and won his cases.
Yeah.
And then Lynn Fitch gets mad because it didn't come through her office.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because she is there to stop. I mean, we have this big bureaucracy.
She's the stopper.
Well, I mean, it's like as long as they control who's in certain chairs
mm-hmm.
in the hierarchy of even the Republican Party, they can control these things. And they want to control them, and they want to shut people up, and they want to come after people and say things. And I look at the pundits that are out there as the talking heads for the party, and the supported people from on other radio programs that are brought to them and said, we need to get this passed. Those nut jobs over there at YAB are hurting us bad.
Yeah.
We know we're stronger. But look, y'all, you can't fool smart people. Smart people listen to this radio station. Smart people are out there listening to every radio station. And at some point, y'all need to realize that the voters are the smart people.
And we're tired.
And we are sick and tired of your crap. And the other side of that is this, smart people. If we don't do something about it in the next election, which you got to understand, the criminals are in charge of the election system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Election integrity is something that when we brought people before Lynn Fitch, she said, no, I don't prosecute those kind of election crimes.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to move forward. We've got to get involved, and we got to get our ballot initiative back. The school choice thing's important, and it isn't school choice, y'all. It's school squandering of the money. If it could, a clean school choice bill would simply be, if a kid transfers, all the money that would go to educate that child goes to the next place. Y'all, how hard is that? How hard is that?
Mm-hmm.
If every kid's worth $7,000, how hard is that? What you got there?
I had just received, there is election fraud specialist people out there.
Oh, yeah.
That know that you can turn to when you know that there's fraud going on. I didn't realize that there was people outside the government agency maybe that looks into those things.
We have people that look, but people don't listen. The people elected don't listen. And they tell you to go to the ethics board. All these things are appointed and put together by politicians
mm-hmm.
who don't keep up with what's going on. Yeah, we got to get the ballot initiative back. That's the first thing and foremost thing that they need to do so that we can help fight our own government other than in the streets.
Right.
Okay. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show and Don McKenzie on WYAB.
Right.
Okay. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show and Don McKenzie on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
At Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Hey, this is John with MES. That's Mississippi Energy Services. We sell, service, and install all makes and models of home and business generators. One thing that we do different than a lot of other companies is we do all the work ourselves. We don't use subcontractors. We go from the original estimate, the design, to the final product. That way we can control the quality of the job from the beginning to the end. We are online at msenergy.us.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Grizz Nation, your Memphis Grizzlies return to FedEx Forum for Mentoring Night, presented by Ford and your Mid-South Ford dealers on Wednesday, January 21st. Arrive early to see your Grizzlies host the Atlanta Hawks at 7 p.m., with the first 5,000 fans getting a Grizzlies Mentor t-shirt. Grab your tickets today at grizzlies.com/tickets or at the FedEx Forum box office.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, I am Chip Matthews. She is, of course, Dawn McKenzie. We are the voice of truth, justice of the American way. And look, and we don't really have an opinion here. I would like to know, just tell me from what I've said, do I have an opinion or am I just trying to?
You're trying to get the truth out there about what's really going on.
Both sides. I want you to look at both sides of the facts. You know,
and the truth lies in the middle, and the truth is not something that they're just putting out there plain and clear for anyone.
You know, and it's like, for instance, they say, Chip, you're against school choice. I'm not against school choice. I'm against you lying, saying it's school choice. I'm against you lying and saying it's education freedom when it's not education freedom. It is it's a facade that y'all have built around the words of what was it, 540 page document that says that we're going to do this, this, and this, which none of that, half of that won't pass.
Right. We're going to say it's this, but we're going to do something totally different when you get it passed.
I mean, because if you say we're going to let the money follow the student, we're going to let the money follow the student. But first year, we're only going to allow 10,000 students, and they got to come from the poorest communities in the state. So now we're going to have a gap on people that can get the money, which is the whole thing about this is people wanting their money to do their jobs. If I'm going to pay taxes, I want to educate my child with my taxes. So if my child goes to this school or to that school, my money's going there too. That is, to me, what education freedom is, what school choice is. I have the choice of where my money goes. Well, with the government, you never have the choice of where your money goes, because if it's not going to school choice, it's going into their pockets through like the scandal there that we're going through with Department of Human Services. And all these scandals for water. You got people screaming that Ted Hedenfin's doing the wrong thing with water. Look, people are drinking water in Jackson again, and they're bitching about the fact that they say he's stealing all the money. What? Nobody's paying the bill,
right?
And then nobody's stealing the money. Nobody's stealing. He ain't going. He didn't come here to go to jail, and he probably gets paid great. If you told me I'm moving you to Jackson, Mississippi to handle the water crisis, in a town where the mayor was under indictment, the city council was under, 3 or 4 of them were under indictment. The DA was under indictment. Well, I'm going to send you to Jackson, and I'm going to give you like a few hundreds of millions of dollars to fix the water problem. And you have to fix it.
Yeah.
And you have to fight the local government with
he's
it.
got it fixed, and Stokes wants to send him home now when it comes time to collect the money on all them bills.
I mean, and
Stokes says it's time for him to go home.
And then they want to hang all the money that's missing on him.
Yeah.
It's not missing if they're not paying. That's number one. Number two, the money he has is being paid for that. Y'all tell me, where's the money that came in from the water meter settlement? Which I still don't think the Siemens water meter settlement was on Siemens. I think it was on the third-party minorities that they put it in the hands of. Like, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Socrates Garrett. He was right in the middle of it. Did he have to pay anything? No. Minority contracts. I mean, go back to the schools, go back to the garbage. Y'all forget how far you've come in fixing things. And John Horn isn't going to fix a damn thing for y'all. I want y'all to realize that. He was put there as a figurehead to just be a little bit calmer because he'd been a senator forever. And he was a senator only because he wouldn't do anything. That's the way it works. He went along to get along. That's all I see. I mean, because he was in charge. He was a senator for over 20 years. Okay. So what did he do to correct any of these things along the way? Not a word. He was a mouse. I mean, y'all tell me. I mean, I'm the stupid one. I'm the businessman that works hard to try to get ahead. In Jackson, I've owned businesses. In Madison County, I've owned businesses. In Birmingham, Alabama, where the corruption was big and the mayor went to jail while I was there, I owned businesses. In New Orleans, I've owned businesses. Come on, people. I've worked in all these corrupt cities, and every time someone has asked for a handout, you can't turn them in, but I don't pay it. I do not pay the graft. I say, if that electrical plug needs to be fixed, I'll just fix that electrical plug. He goes, well, you'll have more. In Birmingham, I'll never forget the fireman inspecting the building, inspecting the sprinkler system. Now, everybody knows what a mercury, if you're in fire recovery or anything, what a mercury vapor switch is on top of on a sprinkler head. And mercury is red. Everybody's seen a thermometer. So it has mercury right at the end of it. I was painting a wall red. He says, you got paint on those sprinkler heads. Now, my building had 2,200 sprinkler heads. It was an old Piggly Wiggly in Birmingham that I was turning into a concert venue. And I look at him and I go, no, that's mercury vapor switch. You can go up there and look at those. That's red. And I had a ladder there. And I said, just come up the ladder. He goes, I can't come up a ladder. I'm not covered for that. And I looked at him. I said, you're a fireman. You are a fireman. And you're telling me you cannot climb a ladder to look at this? He goes, but from down here, you can tell that that's paint and it's not paint. It's paint. You're going to have to change out every one of those heads. Unless what? Oh, nothing. And I changed out every one of those heads. And then the mayor said, that was wrong. Of course, 6 months later, he was in jail
Hmm.
You know, they were taking up a dome tax in Birmingham at the time, and there was no dome.
Yeah.
That's the way the government works.
In everything, though.
It happens everywhere. Everywhere. Everybody wants to say they're doing something that they're doing, and they're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mess with education, we need to revamp the whole system. You know, all the money goes to the hierarchy. The filters start at the top, and the trinkets get to the bottom. Let's see what we got on the phone. Good morning, WYAB.
Chip.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
I think I'm okay.
Good.
Okay.
I've been trying to go back online and listen to Leah's interview. I heard you mention it a while ago. So
they wore me out.
I haven't heard the latest as of yesterday. Are they trying to let 10,000 people go this year?
That's all that we'll do. 10,000 people will be the only ones that qualify for the education freedom money.
Okay.
Okay.
So 10,000 people is equivalent to 850 teachers. So have they said how they're going to fix the calendar with this?
No.
You know, because we just come off the issue of doing the accountability for the funding in October. Teachers are a month and a half away from declaring whether they're coming back to schools or not with intent. And 3 months away, school districts are putting forth teachers to go to the board to approve their being able to work in that district for the next year.
Well, let me ask you this. How many senators or members of the House actually know let's say the in and outs of a teacher? Let's just say you're hired as a teacher. What does it require in a year for you to decide whether or not you're going to work at that school the next year? You have to declare by a certain time, right?
Yeah, February.
Okay.
Yep. You put in an intent in February.
Okay.
Whether your intentions are to stay, to leave, undecided, or retire.
Okay. So where in that when do you get an answer that you are going to be working there next year?
Well, so the school district then takes all those, yes, we're coming back. They take all those approvals to the board in March and April.
Okay. So you don't know till April whether or not you have a job, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, until it gets board approved, basically, yes.
Okay. So you get board
And
approved
they're
in
gonna
April.
Yep.
And that's what?
Right.
How many months before school gets out? 2 months?
A month and a half.
Month and a half.
Most people get out the end of May.
Okay. So then you get out of school, and meanwhile, these kids are transferring all around. All of a sudden, you don't have enough teachers in the right place to teach, right?
Or you have too many.
Right. And there's no way, and you really can't have too many because we're already short, what, 10%?
Well, so the numbers came out last week, and between teacher support and teachers, just in the public school system, we're short over 6,000.
Okay. Yeah, they got this all under control down there by just moving money around, don't they? And and that's 10,000 people for the entire state, by the way. 10,000 people for the entire state. And they're only allowing $7,000 to follow a kid, where you get $21,000 a kid in Canton to educate a child, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But did they mention anything about that $5 million pool?
They brought that up. And then they brought about they talk about education savings accounts and stuff like that. And none of that's going to work the way they say it's going to work.
Well, the education savings account has been around for a while, and that's what allows a child that has legitimate dyslexia to go to another school district that helps him.
Okay.
They do lottery picks for that money already.
Okay, but that money is that provided by the state?
Yes.
Okay.
My knowledge.
Okay, so to me, when you start saying education savings accounts, basically, if it's school choice and it's fair to everybody, then everybody in the system would have a savings account, right?
Yes.
And that's not the way it is, right?
It is not.
Okay. That's
But,
I mean,
you know, yeah, that's right. And they're wanting these schools that are accepting these kids that they can charge a fee for that kid to come in to draw out of that $5 million pool.
correct. And that's why I'm saying the system doesn't work. They don't have any money to begin with. It's like they're putting a third layer of administration in on how the money will be moving around in the future.
Yeah, that's right. Now, if you have Canton, which you said 17,000,
right,
and you have a kid moving in there from a $6,700 school district, I ain't gonna be able to draw 10,000 out of that to the equivalent,
right,
of what everybody else is getting.
Okay. Well, we just won't feed it.
10,000 and 10,000 doesn't add up. That's crazy. I look forward to getting back in there with you and let's break this stuff down.
Well,
hopefully I'll be able to be in there Tuesday if you'll have me.
Well, come on. And you might need to be in here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because they're trying to pass this so quick and get it over with. And that's because they're trying to slam us and get us to agree to something.
Where
Go ahead.
They had the vote yesterday in the House, in the committee.
Right.
And, shame on the people that are absent, who are voted on by the people to be in there to vote on these. One of those people, actually know. And I'm ashamed that they didn't show up to vote, knowing that their district that they represent is 100% against that.
And you
know for a fact.
And you did see where Jill Ford voted. Jill Ford came in and voted no.
Who did?
Jill Ford. She voted no. She did what her people in her district want her to do.
And that's what you should do. That's why we elect them. To be the voice of the people. But when you can't have enough courage to go there and do the right thing of what your people want, you don't need to be elected. You need to get the crap out of there.
Exactly. I commend Jill Ford for standing the ground of the people that she represents. Well, Jamie.
Yep.
We'll see you on Tuesday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We're going to take a break.
I look forward to it, brother. Y'all have a great day. Have a great day, dog.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a break and be right back on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a break and be right back on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Seeing well plays a big role in helping you read well. That's why it's not a minute too soon for students of all ages to schedule an eye exam with Dr. Bobby C. Pankey and Associates in Clinton and Richland. They can also help you with a great selection of frames, lenses, and contacts, all at affordable prices. See well, read well, do well. For all your back-to-school eye care needs, visit Optical 2000 Clinton and Richland. Optical-2000.com.
Stay in touch. Follow Optical 2000 on Facebook.
At Bank of Yazoo, we believe that common sense makes for better banking. That's why we've taken our array of checking accounts and simplified them for you, boiling down features and benefits to create our New You, Achieve You, Benefit You, and Protect You checking accounts. Ready to discover how simple is better? Talk with us today. Bank of Yazoo, Bank of You. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for the sweetest spot in Mississippi? Well, bring the whole family to Mississippi Candy Company. From gummies and nostalgic candies to rich chocolate and creamy Hershey's ice cream, there's a treat for everyone at Mississippi Candy Company. Enjoy freshly made, flavor-packed popcorn, even tasty lunch specials featuring their signature smash burger. Folks, they're to die for. Grandparents, bring your grandkids in today to Mississippi Candy Company, where every visit is a delight. Located 102 D's Drive, Gluckstadt, and also find them on Facebook.
The IMAX at Malco Grandview Cinema offers moviegoers a truly immersive cinematic experience, a way to enjoy movies like never before. You're not just watching, you're a part of the action with IMAX technology at Malco Grandview Cinema in Madison. And now, relax and recline in luxury at Malco. The magic of the movies is even better with reclining seats at Malco Grandview Cinema in Madison and Renaissance Cinema Grill in Ridgeland. For more information and tickets, visit malco.com. We'll see you at the movies.
Venable Glass is your local glass expert, offering residential, automotive, and commercial glass. Venable Glass can do it all. What sets Venable Glass apart from the rest? Unmatched reliability and customer service. Don't forget, tell your insurance company that you want to use Venable Glass. And remember, you do have a choice. Let Venable Glass work hard to earn your business. Call Venable's Ridgeland or Brandon locations today for a free estimate or visit venableglass.com.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house is frozen, cause my air conditioner's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Malibu. It is the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie here on WYAB. We have not touched at all on the vice president being in town, the former vice president being in town. And hold on just a second. Before we go to that, let me wrap up something on this school choice thing that I want to say.
Okay.
I am tired of people attacking those people who are against school choice or just against one. I'm not against school choice. I'm against this way we're doing this. We need more information and a better bill, and it needs to be fair across the board. A lot of these people are believing that when their kids are going to private school, that they're going to have money follow them. No, if your kids are going to private school, you're already making too much money. Your kid is not going to get any of this money. Period. So it's not the bill that they say it is. So
It's not
remember
what they
that.
have you to believe.
Yes. I mean, quit hiding what you're doing. You know, it's just like they've hidden our public vote by taking away our ballot initiative years ago because we voted in a flag that they didn't like. You know, figure it out, people. Figure it out. School consolidation. That's where it's at, Micah Gober. They need to fix the whole system.
Yep.
Okay, now let's talk about Kamala being in town, and they gave her the keys to the city.
They did.
The damn door was unlocked already.
Well, you found a key to Canton City.
Well,
didn't you?
yeah, they
There's a
got
crowbar.
crowbar.
Yeah.
Crowbar. I wish I could have found the keys to my Jaguar where I could get back in my car. Of course, the grand jury met. I wonder if the grand jury indicted the guy that stole my car, since they let the other guy go in jail for 120 days and then let him out.
Right. Justice, huh?
Justice. Y'all want to talk about the system? Fix the damn system. You know, criminals go to jail. Politicians do their job. Policemen are allowed to do what they need to do where they need to do it. And then those that aren't doing the job need to be gone. It just never, ever, ever stops. Whoop. Another one of my ex-employees there arrested. Holy cow. The one you were speaking of, Bryant was driving a U-Haul van with a large amount of AT&T cable wires along with saws and bow cutters.
That was one of your former employees?
Yeah, that's Blake Bryant.
Oh, my.
arrested on January 8th, 3700 block of I-55. You know, he has gone the wrong way for quite some time now. And I mean, unfortunately, that's not his first arrest. And, you know, I wish him better than that. I wish he would get it together.
Yeah.
But he worked for me and Clay. He worked for Clay too, I believe. You can't make this stuff up. Brian received a $5,000 bond for each charge at his initial appearance. So how many charges did he get? That doesn't say. But that's just awful. Blake, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know. But anyway, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. The Clay Edwards Show is next at 7:07. I can't wait to hear what he's going to talk about. I'm sure he's got interview with Kamala and everything.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.